so now we come to the last part of this lesson. This is the last part of the lesson on the reported speech. So today we just want to draw your attention on things that are very important to know about reported speech. First, when you have a question, we usually make question by changing the word orders. We usually make questions by changing the word order. Okay, we put the first auxiliary verb, okay, before the subject. Right. Example, uh, will Tom be there tomorrow? Will Tom be there tomorrow? This is a question. So when you report this, okay, you need just to reverse. Okay, he asked if, okay, he asked if. Okay, this is a yes or no question. When you answer, you can say yes or no. So here, if is necessary. So simply, you can say, he asked if Tom, okay, will be there tomorrow. In the question, we have will Tom, but when you report, you say, okay, Tom will be. So subject plus verb. Or another example. Have you been working hard? Have you been working hard? He asked. Okay, so here when you report, you simply say, he asked me if I had been working hard. If I had been working hard. In the question you have you? But when you answer, I say, if I had been working. So the reverse, okay, is important. Another example, when I say, what can I do? What can I do? He asked. So when you report here, you simply say, he asked me what he could do. What he could do. So what can I becomes a he could. So when you ask a question, normally first you have the auxiliary or the modal, okay, followed by a subject and a verb, and then but when you report, you just have subject plus auxiliary or modal or verb. Okay, so these are important things to know. Now can you report this sentence? When was the house built? When was the house built? Yes. Okay, very good. So here you can say simply, he asked me when the house had been built. When the house had been built. Another thing important to bear in mind is that, okay, you can make a request for advice with question words. You can make a request, okay, for advice with questions word. Okay, example, he wanted to know how. He wanted to know how. Okay, so when you have a direct request for advice, example, how shall I repair it? How shall I repair it? Or how should I repair it? Okay, here, when you report the question with question word, when you report here with question word, you simply say he wanted to know how he should repair it. He wanted to know how he should repeat it. I repeat, how shall I repeat it? Becomes he wanted to know how he should repeat it, repair it. Another important remark is report it, okay, with question words plus infinitive. Okay, we can use to infinitive after all question words. You can use to infinitive after all question words. Okay, how with how to or when to. How to or when to. Except why. Except why. Uh, so here simply we can say he wanted to know, okay, why he should wait. What is the question? Okay, he wanted to know why he should wait. What is the question? Okay, so here we don't say we wanted to know why to wait. Okay, why to wait? No, we cannot say it. We say he wanted to know why he should wait. Okay, in the question, and the question is, should I wait? Why should I wait? Why shall I wait? All right. Another word, another thing, okay, which is very important to know also is with to infinitive in indirect speech is when we report the imperative. When we report the imperative, we report the imperative with suitable, okay, verb plus infinitive. We report the infinitive with suitable verb plus two infinitive. Okay, the reporting verb matches the reporting verb matches the function of the imperative with asking, telling, or advising. Okay. Example: remember to post the letter. Okay, remember he to post the letter. Remember to post the letter. So this becomes he reminded me. He reminded me to post the letter. So here we have two infinitive with imperative. So when we report a negative imperative, we put not or never before. We put not or never before the two infinitive. Example: don't wait, he said. Don't wait. He asked me not to wait. Okay, the sentence becomes he asked me not to wait. Not to not or to don't, but not to wait. Okay, never do that again. Example: never do that again. So he said, this becomes he told us never to do that again. He told us never to do that again. Okay, so, in a nutshell, or to make it short, okay, the inversion after a question word in a direct question changes to statement word order in reported speech, in reported question, and if okay, and if necessary, the tense is changed at the same time. The tense is changed at the same time. Why haven't you finished? He asked me why I hadn't finished. Okay, why haven't you finished? He asked me why I hadn't finished. Want to know that indirect questions with tense changes. Indirect question with tense changes. Indirect yes no questions. Okay, we don't use okay quotation mark or question marks in indirect questions. He asked me if, or you can say he asked me whether I was ready. He asked me if or whether I was ready. Here the question is, okay, in the direct speech, are you ready? Are you ready? He asked me if, or he asked me whether I was ready. So another important okay thing to know is that tense changes okay when you report okay a question. Okay, as you see in the example above, are you ready becomes he asked me whether or if I was ready. So if we are reporting a question that has just been asked, we can say, are you ready? Or what did okay he ask you? He asked me if I am ready. So here when you report a direct question, when you report okay something that has just been asked, you don't need to change the tense. So the inversion in the direct question changes to statement order, as we said. All right. Also, when we have offers, suggestions, or requests for advice, okay, here we use very often shall. We use very often shall. Okay, now direct offer or suggestion example. Direct offer or suggestion example. Shall I phone her? Shall I phone her? Or should I phone her? Should I phone her? So here, when we report this with if or whether, we simply say he wanted to know if or whether he should phone her. If or whether he should phone her. So here, he wanted to know whether to phone her can be said also. He wanted to know whether to phone her. Last but not least, okay, it is very important to know that it is not always necessary to change the verb when you use reported speech if you report something that is still true. If you report something that is still true, okay, so you don't need to change, okay, the verb. Example, he said, New York is more lively than London. New York is more lively than London. So here, if you report, you simply say, he said that New York is more lively than London. So this is something that is true. So you don't need to change the tense. Another example, I want to go to Dakar, today. I want to go to Dakar. Okay, here you can simply say, he said he wants to go to Dakar. He wants to go to Dakar because it is okay. Still, he still wants to go and he hasn't gone yet. He still wants to go and he hasn't gone yet. Note that it is also correct to change the verb into the past. Okay, so both are possible. If I say, okay, uh, in the sentence New York, okay, is more lively than London, it is also possible to say he said that New York was more lively than London. So it is possible also to say that. It is also possible to say, okay, he said that he wanted to go to Dakar. So these are things that are true. But you must use a past form, okay, where there is a difference between what was said and what is really true. I repeat, you must use a past form, okay, when there is a difference between what was said and what is really true. Okay. Okay, so that's all for this lesson on the reported speech. As you know, it's very important to know this because it is in our daily life and we live it every day. We need to report what other people say or what other people want us to say or what other people want to know from something or from people. So please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Give thumbs up if you like the video and also don't forget to share it. See you in the next lesson, inshallah, if God will.